Good morning, everyone. How are you today? Today's question, and you can answer in the comments, is what are you doing for you? What are you doing to inspire yourself, to uplift your mood, for self-care? These are the important things, and with the cards I've drew this morning, they seem to be the theme for today. It's all about self-care and what we do for ourselves. To keep our spirits up, to keep us motivated, to keep us inspired. I'm going to start with the cards and see what comes up. So I'm going to start with the self-love. So there's a bunch of them that actually came up this morning. So the first card is about choosing love. So I'm going to actually read, it's a beautiful message on this card. And if you're there this morning, say good morning, give me a shout out. If you're struggling with an obstacle or conflict, choose a path of love. Suffering, doubt, and frustration all transform in the presence of love. So show your love courageously, show your love openly, show your love with no strings attached. It's safe to give and receive love. In fact, if you have a hard time with self-love, start outside yourself and work your way in. Showing love to others can be a gateway for loving yourself. The other card that goes right with this one says, my day begins and ends with self-love and appreciation. So what are the things that you love about yourself? What are the things that you appreciate about yourself? This is all about affirmation work that we can do for ourselves. I wake up in the morning loving myself, praising myself, and telling myself I love being me. We all have things that we don't like about ourselves or that we want to change or improve. But we really need to appreciate and love everything about us. It's who we are. And then we can start working on improving the things we don't like about ourselves. But we really need to not beat ourselves up, not be so hard on ourselves, and appreciate who we are. We've all had our own struggles on our path in this life, so being able to appreciate everything in who we are is so important. The next card that comes up with this one is my Goddess card, Beauty. So this is about seeing the beauty around you and in you, and being able to love and appreciate that. Because if we look for it, we'll find it. It's when we focus on the things that bring us down that we get stuck. So learning to appreciate the beauty in everything in life is so important. And it all starts with appreciating the beauty in ourselves. This card, the next one that came up, part of self-care as well. And I think it came up for me, physical activity. So I'm still feeling under the weather today, as you can probably tell by my voice. But last week, one of my friends, Andrea Fit Mom Page, she runs Fit Mom Niagara, and they do online workouts. So last week I signed up for a monthly membership and haven't attended one class. And she's been messaging me. I've just been trying to focus on rest right now, but I might actually try and do one of her classes today, whether it's yoga or whatever, to try and feel better. The next card that comes up that's the exact opposite of physical activity, but is much needed as well, is getting some rest. So making sure that we're getting enough sleep and we're taking care of ourselves, especially those of you who are working and you're probably working extra hours. Making sure that you have an outlet to get rest. It's so important. Our community needs you now more than ever. So making sure that you're taking care of yourself too, that's a priority. The next card that came up with that as well is, I drew two Goddess cards. They actually fell out of the deck, is stillness. So know that this card is so important. One of the things that I used to have in my mindset is we always have to be busy. We always have to be doing something. But to be able to sit in stillness and quiet our mind so we're not overthinking is where meditation comes in and can really help. Being able to sit in stillness and appreciate everything that you have in your life, instead of focusing on what you don't have or what you need to do, is so important. The next cards that are coming up are with my angel cards. So, and this all comes in line with self-care as well. The first one is asking your angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. So focusing on anything. This morning I got up and I'm probably feeling at about 60% right now, but I had an Epsom salt bath. Epsom salt is great for helping to remove toxins from your body, and making you feel better. But it's all about working on these toxic energies that we might have around us. A lot of us are empaths and we don't know it. And as an empath, you pick up and feel the energy of others. So my example I always go to is the grocery store, because the grocery stores can be a really angry place for people. So do you ever go shopping and you're in a great mood, and by the time you are putting your groceries in your car, you feel really crappy, you might feel angry, you might feel emotions that aren't yours. You're picking up stuff from others. So it's really important to be able to remove those energies from you and not hold on to them. Many people who are struggling and they're empaths, we will feel everyone's stuff as if it's our own. And then we hold on to that and take it on as our own, and then we struggle. So it's important to be able to release any of those toxic energies. And a great way to do that is connecting with nature. Nature helps us to ground. It helps us to feel balanced, feel calm. So being able to get out in nature, even for a short walk or just sit outside, is really important. The next part of self-care is about letting go of behaviors that are blocking us from our heart's desire. So asking Archangel Raphael, so if you ever work with archangels, Archangel Raphael is the angel of healing, to help you with this healing. And this comes with any behaviors that we have. We often slide back into patterns in our lives where they're things we go to for comfort. So I've been posting a lot of jokes about refrigerators and overeating and things. When we get stressed, I know for me, my go-to is food. But learning to work through those feelings that we're having and working through the addictions, because we're actually hurting ourselves instead of helping ourselves when we do those things. And when we're isolated and everything's changed, it can be a struggle, but it can also be an opportunity to shift your schedule in your life and make some changes that are good for you. The next ones are about setting intentions and manifesting. So now is an opportunity for us to really evaluate where we are in our lives and where we want to be. So my next card says, the universe is big enough to fulfill my every intent. So as we set intentions for ourselves, know that the universe, there's an infinite supply for everyone, apparently except for TP, but I think that's going to improve soon. I'm going to read this card. It talks about vibrational energies and bringing ourselves into ones that match our intentions. The Universal Manager has the ability to bring everyone a vibrational match to what they are giving their attention to, without depriving anyone else of what they are wanting, which shows there's an infinite supply of what we want in our lives, but we have to give it our attention. So when things are happening to you and you're struggling, I always tell my clients, what are you focusing your thoughts on? What are you focusing on? Are you focusing on your fears? Are you focusing on the things you want to bring into your life? Because if you're struggling with things, chances are your thoughts or your fears are what's causing this. But we also came here to learn lessons and to grow. So sometimes when these things come up and we feel like we're struggling, maybe there's something we need to learn, something that we're holding on to that we need to release. And it's so important to be able to acknowledge those things and work through them, and then keep focusing on our intentions. The next card that came up, and I'm going to leave this with all of you, is about a new career. So now's an opportunity if you are thinking about making changes in your life, especially on your career path. Maybe you have extra time and you can focus on learning, or you can upgrade your skills. Those are the kinds of things that we have time for right now. It's an opportunity for people. Me, career-wise, I shifted my career last year, and I've been really focusing on that. But I've been focusing on growing and learning and bringing new things into my life to figure out exactly what it is that I want. So now's a great time when you're working on self-care and you're working on you and focusing on the things you want in life. Where's your career taking you? Is it something that sits well with you? You have this opportunity. So making sure that you're taking advantage of this time as an opportunity and not getting stuck in the struggle is so important. So I'm going to leave that with you today. And if any of you are interested in more readings, on my Facebook page at Jewels Psychic Medium, on Thursdays I post cards and you go in and pick them, and tonight I will be posting the readings for them. I've also shared it on my account here. Feel free to go and pick your cards and come back tonight for some inspiring messages. Have an inspiring day. Thank you.